so I'm working with two hats, one as an Anglican priest and another as the director here. You know, the question is whether or not military make hasty decisions that end up resulting in an animal being returned to the shelter. And I'm not sure that that happens any more frequently with our military families than it does with the general public at large. I believe that a cute little puppy can be appealing to almost anyone. And after a short period of time, you tend to find out that those cute little puppies make a mess in the house, tear up your best shoes, do things that you might not have been thinking about, and people sometimes realize that they weren't prepared for the commitment, and it's better for the animal that not that they be resented, but that they be returned. It's not our goal, and we work very hard to try to make sure that people understand the commitments.
His name is Jack, and it's a black kitty, long hair, very cute.
Very affectionate.
Very affectionate. And the black cats are harder to adopt because I guess people are superstitious of black cats, and they just, no one wants them. But who wouldn't want this guy? Who wouldn't want this little guy?
I'm Kate Gutro. I'm a licensed veterinary technician. I work for the Jefferson County SPCA. A lot of the stuff that we see here, that things that come in is I've seen kittens come in with like infested with fleas and stuff just from being outside, and that can be very dangerous for them. And when you don't get your animals fixed and they go outside and they get pregnant, they have these kittens, and they can get flea anemia. They can get anemia from the fleas with the kittens. And they can unfortunately die from that.
Lola's part of one of 3 dogs back there, actually, from an abuse case on Fort Drum, where they were left in an apartment all by themselves.
Lola, may you receive the care and love that you deserve. Thought she needed my Symbicort.
No, just blowing her nose and she'll be alright. She's part Boston. There's a good girl.
A lot of our strays come in as Fort Drum strays. We are contracted with Fort Drum, so.
The dog that you saw with the burn down its back was left outside in a very, very hot, one of the hottest days of the year, and there was no available shade for the dog, and the dog got so seriously sunburned that it left that scar down his back. I think sometimes neglect comes in lots of different ways, but we shouldn't assume that always neglectful events happen because people are unkind or bad in themselves. Sometimes people just don't think. You know, you wouldn't put a small child out in your backyard for a prolonged period of time without sunscreen, and yet dogs sometimes are left in those same conditions, and this is the result. The dog is healthy and fine. It will have a scar, but we'll find a home for this particular dog, and one in which they'll be loved and cared for.
These dogs need forever loving homes. Instead of getting a pet at the mall, how about come by here and get one that needs a home. This is Sonia Lee Firstel with ABC 50.